You know, sometimes I wonder what the Civil Aviation Authority of Liechtenstein does all day. I mean, you know, Liechtenstein, a small micro country between Switzerland and Austria. It is very small, but honestly, what do they do? This country does not even have an airport, nor has Liechtenstein ever had any fatalities. Okay, there was one fatality in 1950, which I can find no information about. They probably just sit around all day drinking coffee. I guess that's what they do in every aviation authority around the world. But anyway, Liechtenstein is definitely not the only country in Europe that doesn't have an airport at all. I mean, we talked about many of these micro countries. Okay, I mean, Vatican City definitely won't have an airport because the whole country is basically the size of a few football fields, although you maybe could build a little cheeky airport here in the park. The country of Andorra doesn't have an airport either. Also, for kind of the same reasons, this country is too small and there's just no space to fit an airport at all. We tried doing that a while ago, just not possible because it is literally just mountains and like steep valleys. No way you could put an airport here. But you know what? I think the country of Liechtenstein, that's a little bit of a different story. Because yes, you have like towns and all that and mountains and all that, but here is definitely free space. We should definitely invest into Liechtenstein. They have a lot of money. Honestly, there's almost no reason for Liechtenstein not to have an airport actually. I mean, yes, topography and space is a bit of a problem, but you know, with an area of 160 kilometers squared, you could kind of build one. Although I've actually just figured out the Zurich airport, that's enormous, is only like an hour drive away from Liechtenstein anyway. So this is kind of stupid economically. And even if you would say, oh, you got a private jet, you can land at smaller runways, you could just also land here at the airport of Altenrhein in Switzerland and have a half-hour drive. So, you know, wasting your precious country space for a stupid airport. Hey, I'm gonna make it possible, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, for example, once again, we could just buy some very expensive land here. How about literally this acre right there? Yeah, I'm talking about this acre of land right here. Who needs regional cow produce from this farm when you can have an Airbus A320 sit just right here? Great, we wouldn't even have to get rid of any trees if we built a runway here. So let's go ahead and exactly do that. Let's go ahead and create the International Airport of Liechtenstein. International Airport. Let's call it Intercontinental Airport. We're gonna give it a new ICAO code. It will have the same ICAO code that Switzerland has. Yes, the designator LS, and we're gonna come up with LSLY. I think that's cool. All right, create an airport. There we go. All right, my beautiful engineer friend. It's time now that we add the most important part of an airport, and that's a runway. So yeah, something simple, well, like this could work. Oh yeah, let me cook right here. Now it's time for a taxiway. Oh yeah, of course. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, actually we needed an apron first, of course. Look at the apron. A little taxiway, perhaps. That's never a bad idea. Look at this. Wonderful. We've got our cheeky little airport set up already. Now it's time for a cheeky little airport control tower. This one doesn't seem bad at all. We're just gonna place it here, like right there, so we have a nice overview of the entire airport. Now, of course, we need some hangars as well. Look at the immense space we have here on this acre. Okay, maybe the thing is, these hangars right here aren't necessarily nice looking. They're very old and rusty. As well as the control tower, we definitely need a state-of-the-art terminal building. Let's do that. Now, we could do that. Here's, for example, a proper airport terminal. Wow. This right here is actually from Nice Airport. I think that could, like, kind of work almost. Yes, we would have to get rid of these trees right here. So we would build maybe something like this, and it wouldn't be nice to the polar bears because we get rid of a lot of lands, but who cares really? Look at this now. Sometimes you have to just get rid of some trees. But look, this is our passenger drop-off area at the Liechtenstein airport. Something that's definitely missing though is a road. a road system. The problem is, oh no, there just isn't a road. I'm just not gonna add one. Cause like, who cares? You can just off-road there. And we're finished with our brand new opened airport, ladies and gentlemen. All right, it's famously referred to as the LSLY airport. Why doesn't the name show up? Anyway, this is great. We can spawn into the gate medium. And actually, we do have a runway, and it's not the shortest in the world, 4,000 feet. Now, I've just spawned at night here, and I've just realized, there isn't a lot of light here, that's for sure. Also, this airport does not have a fuel station. And of course, a road connecting the airport at all. But look, we've got a proper, like, gate system right here. This is gate 14B. You can walk up to your aeroplane, and here it sits, the Airbus A320. We've got quite a big terminal space. After all, this acre right here is huge. I mean, okay, this is kind of like 5% of the country now. But well, we can remove the engine covers right here and get started. We're gonna be the first traffic on this airport that doesn't have any taxiway lines. Not necessarily good. Also, I've realized this place has got huge power lines. Oh, that can't be good. That would definitely need to be restructured. Why would they have power lines right here? I didn't see them before. Now we've got a bit of a problem. I mean, of course, this is like, not the only acre that's here, but all of them are crossed by power, like this one as well. You can't just span one over a runway. Maybe you could. Anyway, let's go ahead and taxi onto this runway from this taxiway-less taxiway that doesn't have proper hold short markings. They're just broken. Onto the runway 35. I've just realized runway 35 is the wrong orientation. We're heading 16. Well, it doesn't matter. Let's go ahead and take off right now from this beautiful runway. There is a mountain facing us though. Just kind of realized that. And we're not really the smallest aircraft in the world, and that's not the longest runway in the world. I just hope we're not going to collide with a town, which probably won't. Look, we're able to take off 1,200 meters of runway. You could maybe do it if you're brave enough. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. EasyJet is brave enough, and we've taken off just fine. And now we can depart out of here. The problem is the whole country of Liechtenstein is now annoyed by our presence. Because, I mean, all the rich people that live here now will hear the airplane. Very much. And we've already left the country. Not very big, but look, we've got a well-sized airport. Very good. Not fair. There's a bit of an adventure in approaching this. There's a mountain right next to it, isn't it? Looks great, though. You can have some great view. But yes, a long straight and final is a bit of a challenge as a oh, I can see the runway that's down there. Okay, we can land this A340 here. This is absolutely no problem at all. Hello, houses of Liechtenstein. Time to make the first landing here. Now, this is a long-range jet, an Airbus A340. A plane that couldn't be more wrong to be landing on a 1,200-meter long runway. It won't even fit on the apron, right? Okay, runway is coming up. Very, very nice. We're a little bit fast, but there is no safety margin here at this airport. Everyone is incredibly annoyed by us flying extremely close to their houses. Yeah, no, this is absolutely the worst idea in the world. Anyway, why are the poppy lights not showing up? This thing doesn't have... Hello, there's no poppy lights. Also, this shows runway 17. We're heading 346. Doesn't really make sense, does it? Let's go ahead and land now. So, just touch down on the touchdown zone. Alright, let's go and stop. Reverse thrust. Activate. Come on. You can maybe stop. Maybe you can do it. Good. Hey, that's actually worked. We've done a landing. Yes, it turns out you could build a small-sized airport in the small-sized country of Liechtenstein. It's just not worth the tens and maybe hundreds of millions of dollars. To be honest, I didn't have to build this airport to come to that conclusion. So thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. As always, good night. And a special thanks goes out to my members, my supporters: Gunskiller, R27, James DeRom, That Dude, Anime Gods of Gaming, Derek, Insider Plane, Nishijitsu Fanner, Professional Jamal, Ryland Williams, and New the York. You've got beautiful names.